Hello patrons, today we're going to talk about continuing in your daily routines. You know, sometimes you don't feel like doing a routine. Sometimes you don't feel like doing a basic weekly plan. Sometimes you don't feel like doing your zone. But despite how we feel, we're going to do it anyway because it will make such a difference in your life and the way your home looks and the way your family feels. You are setting an example. You are being vigilant about being the CEO of your home. So today, if you don't feel like doing it, I want you to come and plug this video in again every time you feel that way, and we're going to have a little chat. So today, you don't feel like doing it. You know what? Sometimes I don't feel like doing it, but guess what? If you put one foot in front of the other and do one movement after the other, it'll get done. And each thing gives you energy to do the next thing. So the truth is, you really only have to come up with the initial energy for the first thing. What is the first thing? Besides getting out of bed, what is the first thing? The first thing is going to the bathroom and looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, "Good morning, you can do this, brush your teeth." When you're done brushing your teeth, wash your face. When you're done washing your face, put on some moisturizer. When you're done putting on your moisturizer, put on a little makeup. You don't have to put on a lavish amount of makeup. You don't have to put on any makeup. But in my opinion, a 5-minute makeup will make you feel better. And this is what's wrong with you today. You don't feel like it. Maybe you didn't sleep good last night. The baby had you up. You're mad at your husband. You're sick. You're upset about work. You know, it's usually some other thing that causes these things to happen. But today it doesn't matter because you can rise above. Now we're going to take a little foundation or mineral powder, put it on our skin. We're going to put a little mascara on, a little bit of blush, a little bit of lipstick. That's all you have to do. If you don't have eyebrows, put a little bit of eyebrows on. Now that you've got that done, maybe you might want a little bit of perfume and a pair of earrings. Aren't these pretty? Then we're going to put our clothes on. We're going to fix our hair, even if we just brush it. Even if we just brush it. Now we're going to squirt our sink and squirt our toilet. We're not going to do anything fancy. We're just going inside of the sink bowl, inside of the toilet bowl. Get out a cloth, wipe the sink. You don't have to do the counters, just wipe the sink. You don't even have to wipe the faucet today. Just wipe the sink. This is an exercise in repetition. This is an exercise in overcoming. So you don't have to detail clean it. You just have to wipe it out. Now, if you're feeling good, sure, wipe the faucet, wipe the counters. But if you don't feel good, just wipe out the sink. At least you did that. Now take your toilet brush, open up the toilet lid. You've already sprayed in there. Go around the toilet bowl, flush the toilet, tap your brush off. I like to put mine right under the lid with the toilet seat rather, so it can dry. But if you don't want to do that, stick it back in its holder. You don't have to wipe the seat off. But you might as well, because you got the cloth that you wipe the sink with, wipe the seat. Now take that and put it in the laundry. You've done this bathroom. You're done. You're dressed. You've done everything you needed to do. Put your dirty clothes, your gown, whatever, in the wash or hang it up, whatever it is you need to do. Now, if there's no one in that bed, go ahead and make it really quick. Just pull up the covers, put the pillows on it, smooth it out. Good job. Now we're going to go to the kitchen. In the kitchen, you're going to empty the dishes from the drain rack or the dishwasher right now. Put your coffee on or your tea water, whatever, and put that up. When you put the dishes away, and it won't take long, don't believe the little voice in your head saying, "Ugh, this is going to take forever. I don't have the energy." Just do it, because as you do it, you're going to get, it's like a steam engine. The more you do it, the more you can. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You're going to feel more and more energized. Next, have that cup of coffee or cup of tea. Maybe a little bit of oatmeal or a bagel or eggs or whatever it is you eat. Now you've taken care of yourself. Sit back, take a deep breath, blow it out, how do you feel? Do you feel better than when you first got up this morning? Can you imagine how you would feel if you were sitting in the rocking chair in your pajamas with your cup of coffee and none of the other stuff done? Maybe you've got your contacts in. You know, maybe and before you'd just be in your glasses. And then the kids would get up and say, what's for breakfast? I didn't want to go to school, right? So now you're in charge. You're the CEO. So now you're going to be proactive. And you've got that little engine that could thing going. You're getting your steam up, right? So now go and wake up your children. Good morning, honeys. Good morning, babies. It's a beautiful day. Well, how is that going to make them feel versus walking in to see you sitting slumped in the rocking chair? Good morning. Instead of good morning. It's a beautiful day. They're going to pick up on that. Let's get ready. We're going to do our morning routine. So make your bed. You can do it. You're going to do the same thing for them that I do for you. You're going to be positive. You're going to be happy. You're going to be enthusiastic. You're going to be supportive. And you're going to help your children get through their little morning routine and teach them how to do this every day. Make your bed, brush your teeth, wash your face, put on your clothes, comb your hair, put your pajamas away, wipe the toothpaste out of the sink, and hang your hand towel back up or whatever. Let's go to the kitchen, I've made oatmeal. Or let's go to the kitchen, we're having cereal. Or let's go to the kitchen, I made Popeye eggs or whatever. We call Popeye eggs those little toad in a hole or egg and toast or whatever people call it. You know, whatever your children like. And you've got it going or you can make it for them. French toast, whatever. And now they're feeling pretty good, right? They may not be at their best, but that's okay. You overcome. All right. This is going to be the beginning of a downhill run for you because you're over that first hump and that little engine that could is going downhill now. Now we're going to do this. Your children are either going to school or they're doing homeschooling or they're babies that are staying at home or they're sick. One of those things, or you have no children. Maybe you have dogs, so it's time to get your dogs going. Maybe you have to take your dogs for a walk, clean up after your dog, feed your dog. That's okay. You can do it. Next, if you have to go to work, you're going to go to work. And you're going to feel good because you didn't just sit around this morning to the last minute and you're not putting mascara on at the red lights, right? Now, when you get to work, you're going to greet everyone. You're going to go to your desk. You're going to do your work, just like I talk about in my daily videos every day. So you're following my daily videos every day. And you're going to do the things that I talk about in the daily video while you're at work. When you're at home, you're going to go to the very next thing. It's always the very next thing until it's done, step by step by step. So if you're at home, put on your laundry, go through your paper, listen for your laundry, switch it to the dryer, fold and hang up your laundry, put it away. Next, think about dinner. What are you going to do for dinner? I know you're going to have lunch in the meantime, but what are you going to do for dinner? Think about dinner. Okay, the people who are going to come home from work are going to come home from work. They're going to start their laundry and go through their inch of paper. And then everybody's going to put on dinner. People who are working are going to listen for their laundry, put it in the dryer, listen for their laundry, fold it and put it up at some point. They're also going to do their basic weekly plan, whatever that is, for 10 minutes or so, if it applies, and they're going to do their zone. You, on the other hand, I forgot to tell you, after you do your basic weekly plan item like shopping, errand day or car and purse day or free day, whatever, not free day, but all the other days that we have, weekly home blessing hour, you're going to do your zone. Your zone. So many people think Flylady is about zones. It's not. Flylady is about routines. It's about those little habits that build and build, and it's about learning how to overcome the beginning of the routine that you don't want to start, and doing that first thing in the morning, claiming that for yourself, being a strong lion. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. You can. All right, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to do our zone. Now the zone is only 15 minutes max. I know that a lot of you buck that you say, I can't get it clean in 15 minutes, blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you what. Before you started doing this Flylady system, be honest with me. How often did you clean all of the rooms in your house deeply? Did you wait and spring clean? Did you skip them over and over again? Don't tell me that you were doing it that way before, that you were doing it perfectly and never missing, because if you were, you would have never sought out this system. So let that little fib go that you're never going to get your house clean 15 minutes at a time, because that is a fib. You will get it clean 15 minutes at a time. 4 times a week is plenty. I don't care if your house is 8,000 square feet. Your living spaces are going to be clean. If you have extraneous rooms rather, that you don't use because you live in some huge mansion, who cares if you don't deep clean those very often? They're not getting dirty. If you have a big house and a lot of kids, then it's your job to delegate so that you're not cleaning all of those things and letting go of your perfectionism. That does not mean you'll have a dirty house. It means it will get clean. It just will get clean a different way, but it will get clean. And eventually you're going to be an empty nester. And maybe you're going to downsize, or you're going to have extraneous rooms that you're not going to be using. This house will be clean. If you have a 600 square foot house or a gigantic house, it doesn't matter. Trust me when I tell you, this house will get clean 15 minutes at a time. But first we've got to get rid of the clutter. So if you have clutter in a room, 15 minutes, you're going to work on clutter. A couple minutes after, it's going to take you to put things away, throw things away, and put your giveaway in the trunk. Right? So you're going to do 15 minutes. So what are we really talking about? Okay, don't fib to yourself. What are we really talking about? Routines, 30 minutes for you in the morning. Routines for your kids, I don't know. Depends on how many you have, how many dogs you have, whatever. 30 minutes to an hour maybe, depending. I hope 30 minutes. And then you're going to do your basic weekly plan. An hour max, sometimes as little as 10 minutes. Maybe you've got some travel time on errand days involved. But really, even your planning and desk day, if you do it every single week, it won't take you long. It's just a few minutes. In the beginning, yeah, it's going to be like rolling a boulder, right? But once you do it every week, it's going to be like rolling a boulder downhill. It's going to be a breeze. You're going to feel so in control. You're going to feel so much better because you have a budget and you're paying your bills on time, and you know how much money's in the account, and you know what you've got in your savings account, and you know if you can afford to buy something, and you know if you will not be buying something, because now you know what you can afford, and you're going to make good steward decisions. Okay. The last thing I'm going to say here is, you're going to spend 2.5 hours max in your day doing this stuff, and not every day. Some days you're going to spend as little as an hour. Let's say an hour. As little as an hour, maybe even less, but let's just say the least is an hour, the most is about 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours with travel time on a daily basis, except free day where you're only going to spend 30 minutes in the morning, and the rest of the day is free until you do your evening routines and your laundry. You are going to do your laundry. So this is what it's all about. It's not long. If your kids are gone, or you're by yourself, or whatever, your kids are home, but your husband is gone to work and you're home by yourself from 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock, and it's probably going to be more like 7:30 to 5:30 or 6 o'clock. During that time, only 2.5 hours will be doing, at the most, your cleaning, and maybe as little as an hour on a daily basis. This is not hard. This is not impossible. This is enough. You are worthy. You are enough. I believe in you. You can do this. Watch this video anytime you can't seem to get rolling. I want you to always remember to be beautiful, because you are beautiful. Have a wonderful day, and I love you.